everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's finally time for my porch decorating video. I was super excited about this one, so I hope you guys stick around so you can see everything straight through to the end. I used thrifted items, I reused items that were from my home, and I also borrowed from my mom's collection of planters and fall items and things like that, and I have a special surprise edition from her house that I'm going to show you guys at the end. And then the final cleaning and decorating of the porch, which I think turned out great. So stay tuned for everything. This is going to be a pretty good video. I'm really excited to show you guys, and let's get into it. Please don't forget to hit like and subscribe to my channel if you're interested in more thrifty makeovers and thrift trips and DIYs. So here is my fall porch decorating inspiration album from this year. I like to go through every season and pin everything that I like, so I have inspiration when I go out thrifting, or I'm borrowing things from my mom, or seeing what I have in my own home. These photos definitely vary in color in terms of the mums and things like that, but it was really just more the vibes that I liked, and then I would go from there and make it suit my own porch, which is definitely less fancy than some of these porches. I really wanted to reuse my hanging basket on the front door somehow if I could from this spring. So I was looking for inspiration of what I could put in there. And then I already have a ton of pots and a front door carpet and things like that. So really the one thing I wanted to replace was my front door mat. So I went to HomeSense and Marshall's for that. I do really want to incorporate some pumpkins and the hanging witches hats that I have seen all over Instagram and Pinterest. So my mom and I purchased an 8-pack of the hats off of Amazon for $16, about $2 a hat, and we're going to split that. So I'll hang anywhere from 2 to 4 on my porch, and I may add some string lights inside them as well. So I went to the Marshalls and HomeSense looking for the front door mats, and as much as I absolutely loved so many of these very fall oriented front door mats, I just wanted something a little more versatile because I am on a budget. So I'm hoping I can get the fall and winter season and even early spring out of whatever I went with. So color wise, I always usually have that kind of orangey brown natural tone to my front door mat, but this time I just wanted something a little bit moodier maybe. So I looked through all of these. I thought I would show you guys the different ones that I saw. They were all like $15 each, which I think was amazing, and I ended up landing on a gray and black welcome mat, which I'm super happy with. It does really go with my black and white plaid rug that I have on my porch as well, which needs desperately to be cleaned at this point. My whole porch needs to be cleaned and refreshed, so I definitely had to start that process now. I did also, like I said, want to redo the hanging basket on the front door, so I needed to find some florals for that, and I decided I'm going to power wash and keep the black star on the front of the house because I do really like the black accents. I also have this Rex begonia that I showed in my spring porch makeover video that I picked up from my local garden store, and it is doing so well even still. So I'm going to be incorporating that because I really like the kind of warm purple burgundy tones with the little hints of pale green. So that is going to somehow be staying on the porch for sure. I also picked up this really pretty fresh white mom from the local farm boy for $9, which I thought was amazing. So I'm going to keep that somewhere on the porch. And I have this dragon wing begonia that is actually still pretty hardy, but it just needs a better fitting container. And I'm going to try and incorporate that somewhere too, just so I can ride it out until I get pumpkins and things like that. This was my little terracotta planter find from a yard sale this summer, and I love the shape and style of it. I also, from my local Walmart, grabbed this amazing like wine colored mum, again for about $9. I was really happy with this one, and it goes with the colors in the Rex begonia. So my mom actually scored this massive brass, what we're referring to as a cauldron, from Goodwill with a metal handle on it. It is huge and beautiful and distressed, and it was $7.30, and I'm hands down incorporating this onto my porch because I just think it's got nice shine to it. It'll look great with a mum in it, and it has that cauldron vibe. So best score of the week. I went on a quick trip to Goodwill just before I did any of this porch decorating to see if I could find something that I liked better that I wanted to replace one of my items with on a budget. I was also looking for some fall florals to put in the hanging basket on my door and maybe some terracotta pots. But in the end, I just felt like nothing was overly amazing that I wanted to purchase it. So I decided just to stick with what my mom and I had between us. I did end up just deciding to buy new fall florals for the basket on my door because for the prices that they had at Goodwill, I could go to my local Michael's craft store and they had 50 to 60% off fall florals and get brand new florals, exactly what I want, way bigger selection, and just for the exact same price. So I ended up looking through everything, and I thought I would show you guys some of the fun stuff that they had in the beautiful florals, and I found a stem that was just perfect. I was able to get away with just buying one stem, and I actually ended up paying just shy of $6 plus tax for it, which I thought was perfect. I did see a hanging basket that had fall florals in it. It was definitely really pretty, but very traditional, like Thanksgiving and Halloween. I looked at the price tag, and for $80 Canadian, even with 40 or 50 or 60% off, it is super expensive. So with my fall stems I got and the basket that I got from the dollar store for the spring porch makeover, and the little mushrooms that go inside of it that I wanted to keep in the basket, I spent around $16 only to create this fall basket. I will definitely be showing you guys the reveal on what that looks like in a little bit. So without further ado, I took everything off of the porch and completely swept and cleaned it so I could start from scratch and gather all of my items and see what I had, lay everything out, and start planning. I'm definitely going to be reusing this wood rocking chair that I got off Facebook Marketplace, which I showed in my spring porch makeover video. My mom actually also recently just picked up the identical rocking chair for her porch. I washed my black and white plaid rug for the front door because I still really want to use this, and then slowly just started placing items back onto the porch. I still have to power wash the star, so please ignore that for the moment, as well as the green cord hanging down by my mailbox. My husband was setting up some lights that he can program to be for different holidays, and there's Halloween options, so he really wanted to put those up. I brought that black metal table out from my backyard because I didn't know if I was going to be able to use it. I didn't end up loving it, so I do take it off at some point, and I just love my potted mums. I would have loved to have done more florals, but by the time I got those two, and then I end up getting pumpkins when it's time, it's just going to add up to be more than what my budget is to buy more mums, so this is what I'm using for the moment. Plus, I'm making up for it by adding some florals on my front door basket, which I absolutely love how this turns out, especially, like I said, for the $16 price point in total. I absolutely love how this little basket turned out. I love that I was able to still incorporate these awesome mushrooms that make that kind of chime sound when the door opens and closes from the dollar store. I love the colors and the vibe of this. It's kind of whimsical and natural, and I love the little pumpkins and berries. It's just everything that I wanted. After I finished the basket, I just kind of fiddled with all of the different items that I had. I ended up bringing the massive, beautiful, healthy fern from my backyard to the front yard so that I had some extra texture underneath my mailbox, which turned out great. It really fills the space. And I just fiddled with what pots I was going to have and the sizing and things like that until I was happy with it. considering that I reused so many items that I already had in different ways from the backyard and from my spring porch makeover, and borrowed from some of my mom's items that I'm going to get back at the end of the season, I really, in total, spent about $50 on this fall front porch makeover, and I think it looks great. I'm so excited about it. I think that's pretty decent, and I am a stay-at-home mom, so my budget is always pretty low, but I always want to have a really nice impact, and I think it turned out awesome. So last year at the end of the season, my mom picked up this amazing, massive skeleton that she sat up in her living room for fun, basically for when grandkids came over, and she let me borrow it so I could make it part of this video to show you guys. I thought he looked just perfect sitting here in my rocking chair, and I'm sadly going to have to give this back to her, but she is going to be putting it on her front porch in her wood rocking chair with mums all around and her hanging witches hats. I don't have my witches hats hung yet. I haven't gotten to that, or my pumpkins, like I said, so maybe I'll do a little short video and upload it later when I finally get all of that done. But for now, I'm super happy with how it looks as a transition into the full fall season. My husband is big into Halloween and Christmas decorations, blow-ups for the front yard, etc. At Christmas, it looks amazing. I'll have to do a video for you guys. But he decided he was going to put all of the Halloween stuff out when I was doing my porch decorating, because we just want to make sure our kids get time to enjoy it. So him and my daughter worked really hard on that and set everything up and decked it all out. We're officially into fall and Halloween season right now over here, and people come and drive by and come on their walks to see all of our decorations out, which is so fun. We had a little 2-year-old that actually loved our big blow-up spooky guy so much that she dressed up as him a few years ago for Halloween and came to our door. So it's really fun and it looks great. And now my 2-year-old absolutely loves him and gets to enjoy it as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video and seeing how I decorated my porch on a budget and how my husband and daughter decorated my front yard. I will definitely post a little YouTube short when I get my witches hats hung and my pumpkins out, just so you guys can see that if you're interested. So please make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and I will see you in my next video.